Well, okay, it's none other than the 9th of May, 2023, a day. It's 55 degrees right now, and it's getting up to chugga 72 degrees Fahrenheit by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Whoa, watch out. You gotta watch this guy. Okay, we're gonna draw a card. It's gonna be like overcast much of the day, warm but overcast. It's usually how it is. When it's clear, it's usually cool, bada bing, bada boom. Legit, Seven of Cups. Probably one of my favorite cards. I see an MF standing there, his back to the camera, and he's looking at a bunch of cups that are floating in the sky for some reason, and some of them have nice things in them that you want, and some of them have bad things in them you don't want, like a dragon or a snake. This is like I've never understood if the ghost, the guy with a sheet on his head, is that something you want or something you don't want? I don't know. You definitely want the laurel wreath or the bunch of ice cream. It's Dippin' Dots. There's a bunch of Dippin' Dots in that one. I'll take the Dippin' Dots. And then this one has like a castle in it. It's a small ass castle, so I don't know if that's... Did I get a full size castle? Is that like a model of the castle that I will own? But do you even want a castle? I mean, it's like, imagine the heating bill. Good lord. And the taxes? I don't know, you're probably better off just taking the Dippin' Dots. Anyway, so this card is about going to Noah's Ark and getting Dippin' Dots, but they cost like $9. No, it's one of my favorites because it's about... It doesn't look like... It reminds you of when you go to a carnival and there's all the ducks going by and you have to shoot them. It's kind of like that, like all your prizes. And that's literally what it is. You have all these choices to make, all these options, and you just need to make sure that the one you're making is the correct one for you, that you're not caught up in the illusions of it and the appearance of it and the expectations and your own delusions and hallucinations about it, but rather that you're looking at the real thing as it is. So this is saying, he needs to examine which is actually good and which is bad. Don't just get caught up in the surface level appearance, and don't just sit and think about all the things you can do. Like, oh, well, I could do this, I could do that. Well, I could become a plumber, or I could become a historian. I don't know, I could get a PhD in history. Or a lot of times you'll be sitting around with your friends, and you're like, oh, well, we could do a skit like this, and then this guy says this thing, and then someone comes in and slips on a banana peel, and you're all like, ha ha ha, yeah, well, that would be funny. But you never film the skit. It's like that. It's like all these ideas you have of stuff you can do. Well, you need to just take action on them. You just need to make an imperfect choice, because all your choices will always be imperfect. Make an imperfect choice and just roll with it. It's kind of like the get a skill mentality, get good at something, and then you create more freedom for yourself by getting good at something. You can always make your own work, depending on where you are. I mean, depending on what the skill is. You can make your own work, and you can, specializing and focusing on something, if you spend a year focusing on something, it's true, you might think, oh, that wasn't the right thing, I kind of could have been focusing on some other thing, but at the same time, you actually have more freedom now, because you know for sure that's not your thing, and you're good at something. Maybe you've spent a year trying to be a mechanic when really you want to be a carpenter. I don't know. So it's about making a choice according to your intuition, your soul, your internal sense of what's right and wrong for you, what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad, and then rolling with that choice. So make the choice today. Right now we're going to make a choice to grab a cup or a mug, a tankard, a chalice, a glass, a stein, a canteen, flask, a bottle, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I like coffee. And join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, your dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. A simultaneous sip. Go. And all the troubles just melt away. Alrighty, folks. It's going to be my birthday party tomorrow. You're invited. If you know where I live, then show up around 6 p.m. If you don't know where I live, you can DM me, and I'll decide if I want to tell you where I live. If you're just some rando from off the street, then I'll invite you. But if you're one of my close friends, I won't invite you. I don't want you in my house, you freaking weirdos. Anyway, get out there, stay in there. It's going to be a good one, as good as you make it. Because remember, you're as happy as you think you are. Bye.